All right, this time we're going for something a bit lighter on the menu. I'm going to be doing fish with a little side salad and some tartar sauce. I know in quarantine a lot of us have been carbing it up, and sometimes it's nice to take a break and make something a bit lighter and fresh, either for dinner or lunch. You're going to start out with a nice piece of fish. I chose tilapia. I put it on a baking sheet with some parchment paper, and you just pat it to dry so it's not steaming in the oven. I will say use aluminum foil if you have it. You'll see later, but this is all I had at the time. You drizzle it with some olive oil, and I'm just particular, so I made sure it just covered all of the meat. So I just used my hands, and then I sprinkled it with some basic all seasoning mix and some salt and pepper, and put it under the broiler for 6 minutes in the oven. Now to make my little side salad, I just cubed up some tomatoes and some cucumbers, and I'm going to just sprinkle that with some feta cheese. I love this little side salad. My grandmother used to make this all the time, so it's a little bit nostalgic for me. And what I like to use is just a mix that you put in your little shaker with the Italian seasoning and the white vinegar and the oil, and it's just great for this little salad. About now is when my smoke alarm went off because of the parchment paper. So if you do have aluminum foil, that is definitely best. Underneath the fish, it's totally fine. None of the fish burnt. It's just that paper that is kind of scorched there. So I took it out of the oven. I went ahead and checked it. And as you can see, it still is a little bit kind of translucent on the inside, so that's a little bit raw. So because it's gonna burn again, if I put it under the broiler, I put it at 350 and I put it back in for another 5 minutes. If you do need a little additional cooking and you have that aluminum foil, just put it under the broiler for a couple more minutes and you should be fine. As you see, I'll go ahead and check it again here, and it's flaking beautifully with none of that kind of translucent color, so that means it's totally done. This part of the fish was the thickest part, so that's why I tested that. And sometimes you just never know, but that 6 minutes usually works, and this time I just had to go in for a little bit longer. Now on to the tartar sauce. I wanted to use that cool effect with the knife, and it looks like it sliced everything up, but it didn't really work. That's okay. I just put my diced pickles into some mayonnaise and some Dijon mustard because I like a little bit of that horseradishy taste. And so I just added them together with a little bit of salt and pepper. You can add a little bit of lemon juice, garlic powder, whatever your taste likes. If you even want to put a little sriracha for spiciness, that's great too. But this is really, really easy and quick and so delicious. You should definitely try it. I hope you do. Happy eating, and I hope you guys are all safe and sound.